Good afternoon. You've reached to the end, almost the end of the course, and we're in week number 7. Many of you have celebrated Thanksgiving, had the opportunity to eat and visit with your family. I hope that was a restful time of getting reacquainted with them. Now, as we move toward through week 7, we are focusing on the book of Acts. This is the opportunity for us to explore the early church, the matters and concerns and the theological movement that Luke presents to us is vitally important to our understanding of how the story of redemption is being threaded together from the beginning of Genesis to the book of Revelation. So in this section in week 7, as we focus on the early church, they understood the gospel. They understood the need for repentance. They understood that this gospel needed to go to the ends of the earth, and their recollection, the ends of the earth was Asia Minor, and the cities that encompass that location geographically. And so we have testimony of Paul, his desire to go all the way to Spain and reach the Spaniards, and yet God sees fit to redirect him elsewhere, and also go through all the hardships that Paul does experience on his missionary journeys. You see that in the book of Acts. You see the crisis that the early church was facing, the dilemmas that they needed to solve, whether it was the calling of the Jerusalem Council together to solve the issue of the gospel and how the gospel would be defined, and whether works were to be attributed to one's faith, or were they simply looking at the matter of faith alone for one coming to personal faith in Jesus Christ. You had not only gospel issues, but gospel issues surrounding the distribution of food and the need to help those who were less fortunate, especially the widows who were being neglected of their daily distribution of food. What a great crisis that was for the early apostles. And they solved it ethically, and also through the matter of assigning the people within that ethnic group to minister to those people in need, especially the widows needing the food. So we have a variety of different elements and themes moving through the book. We know that we have in the early church, they are meeting together, breaking bread together. There's the giving of proceeds to help those in need, both in estates and even money. We see the message of Christ reaching Gentile populations such as the Ethiopian eunuch, and reaching even into women of the day. We have significant influencers that were influential in helping the Apostle Paul fulfill his ministry, partners in the ministry that were essential to getting the gospel out and making sure that the message was staying true to what the apostles and what even Christ stated in the early days. So that's the essence of what we're doing this week. Of course, you have the required reading. Please read your lesson folder, week number 7. You should read through it. Make sure you are answering or doing all the assigned reading that's required for this week. Make your posts in the discussion thread. You were exempted from week 6. You just needed to post once for week 6, but now we're back posting a few more times to our classmates. And then again, I'll be uploading that final video on the book of Acts. In conclusion, as you prepare for the final weeks of submitting your final project, you need to be thinking about the audience that you selected early on in week 1. I drive this home a lot for this course. Make sure that you're writing to the audience you selected. So if it's a youth group, if it's a small group, know that you do have age variance between the different groups, and so you may too need to adjust your theological jargon or ways of expression. Contextualize as needed, be biblical, provide sources and a plan, and be creative. I love creative ideas from people, so if you would like to do a sermon, if I give that leading into Bible study or a visual PowerPoint, I've seen that done. I'm open, but please email me ahead of time if you're going to depart from a written essay, so I can say yay or nay to it, okay? Hopefully it's a yay, and you'll be encouraged by that. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, call me, and love to dialogue offline, and may God bless you.